Bonjour tout le monde, that's my second language. But hello and good morning, it's fantastic to be with you. I wish I had as many languages as Antonella. Actually, I went to a school, it was Riverbend Junior High, and I was meeting with their English as a second language students, and they presented me a set of cards with greetings and basic questions in 20 different languages. And for 2 years in a row, I forgot to bring that with me to this event. But rest assured, it touched my heart in the same way that this event does every year, which is that this is an opportunity for us as Edmontonians to come together and speak loudly and decisively about the importance of diversity in our community, and to extol the value of multiculturalism, not just as tolerance, where we'll kind of get along with each other and put up with each other, but where we actively celebrate. And Minister Egan acknowledged this in what the government does through formal education, through what the city does, through our festivals, particularly Heritage Days, and our support of the different multicultural communities and cultural centers where many of your classes are held. And the city also goes out of its way, for example, if you phone 311, you can ask for services in over 80 different languages with simultaneous translation, because we recognize that not every Edmontonian is as comfortable using English to interact with City Hall. And so we try to make not just that accommodation, but really make our democracy more accessible to every single person who lives here. And so that value of diversity and multiculturalism is very close to my heart, and so I'm always glad to come when I can and say thank you to the teachers and the parents and the volunteers and the board members who make not only today possible, but an entire year of mother language learning possible for children in our city. And that's the other thing that speaks to me as a parent and as someone who really thinks about the work of city building in intergenerational terms. There's a lot of politics is about the short term, but at City Hall we work really hard to think about making the kind of decisions that are going to turn Edmonton into the kind of city that your kids are going to want to stay in. So rather than short-termism, thinking long-term. And you are clearly planting those same kinds of seeds by investing in your children's language and cultural development. And that will pay huge, huge dividends to the city of Edmonton, not only in the fact that our young people will be more engaged and more versatile and more stimulated, they'll also be able to be great ambassadors for our city and for our province and for our country out there in the world, operating in multiple languages. And so I just want to say once again, thank you so much to each and every one of you for the effort that you put in on behalf of Edmonton's future, as represented by the students who are here today and whose performances we'll have a chance to enjoy throughout the day. So just before I make it official with the proclamation, join me in thanking the volunteers who make today possible. It's a huge amount of work to put this day together, so let's give them a round. And Dr. Cortese, I will present this proclamation to you now, which is, whereas language is a key part of our identity and allows us to better connect with our culture and heritage, and whereas International Mother Language Day has encouraged cultural diversity and multilingualism around the world for more than 16 years, and whereas the International and Heritage Languages Association promotes heritage language education and cultural pluralism across Northern Alberta, and whereas the City of Edmonton is proud of its diversity and is committed to building a city that is accessible and welcoming for individuals of all backgrounds, therefore, I, Mayor Don Iveson, do hereby proclaim February 23rd, 2019, Mother Language Day in Edmonton, Alberta's capital city. Merci beaucoup.